Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hello again! How are you doing? It's so nice to see you back for another video. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Tess Lark, and this is an art and beauty channel, so if those are videos you're interested in, make sure you're subscribed because I'm here for you every single week. And it is officially October, and so today I thought we would do some sort of Halloween-inspired craft. I've been really interested in learning how to use holographic foils because I think that they make for some very, very unique pieces and add like another layer of depth to certain projects. So I was very excited to get my hands on some that were inspired by like classic horror movies. I thought that was perfect for this time of year. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but I'm actually uploading twice this week. And that is because I wanted to have my normally scheduled video go up on Thursday, but I also really wanted to have something go up for the 1st of October that could be holiday themed. So here I am again. If you watched my video yesterday, thank you very much for coming back to this one. And if you haven't, make sure you go check that out. But today we are making coasters and we're using holographic foils. And in today's video, I'm also going to be showing you a new technique for how to place your alcohol in the resin so you get this really cool kind of wispy, smoky, explodey sort of pattern. And let me know down in the comment section below your favorite classic horror movie. I definitely want to watch some this year, this season. It is time. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind you that I will go ahead and have all the materials that I use for this project linked down below. So if you want to try making these on your own, all of that information will be linked down there for you. I actually got these foils off of Etsy, so I will definitely link that Etsy shop below as well. Also post my social media information down below, as well as my own Etsy where you can buy this set of coasters, buy some other resin goodies, jewelry, paintings, all sorts of good stuff. Oh, and one last thing. If you do like this video, please don't forget to give it a like. It not only helps out my channel a whole lot, it also lets me know that I'm making content that you want to see from me. All right, let's craft. So my first step is going to be to just select the images that I want to use, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut them out using a pair of scissors. And first I'm just going to kind of roughly cut them out, and then after that I'm going to go in and cut as close as I can get to each image individually. I also pre-mixed my resin for this video just to save some time, but if you're curious about how I mix resin, I do have a lot of videos where I walk step by step my process of mixing resin so I don't have a lot of air bubbles in. But for this project, I initially went ahead and mixed up 100 milliliters of resin, and that's because to use the holographic foils, what I'm going to do is pour a thin layer of resin down first and get these guys settled into that, and then allow that resin to set up before moving on to the next step. And so, as I said, I'm just going to go ahead and pour a thin layer of resin into each mold that I'll be using today, and then I will put my foils inside of those. And I'm pretty much just pouring enough resin to coat the entire bottom of each coaster. And next up, I'm just using my heat gun on the higher setting to pop any bubbles that have started to form in the resin. And then next, I'm just going to go ahead and place my images. And when you're placing your foils, you want to place them so that the color side is down, because that's what you're going to see at the end of the finished product. And then I'm just using my popsicle stick to lightly start submerging each image, just trying to make sure that I get any little air bubbles that formed under there. Doing this, I'm pretty sure, formed a bubble when I was messing with Frankenstein's monster for a bit, but you live and you learn. and then just hitting it with my heat gun one more time to get any bubbles. And then I went ahead and covered these up, and I did go ahead and let these cure pretty much all the way for 24 hours before moving on to the next step. And I'm just propping this up a little bit here to add a little bit of airflow. And then after my first layer of resin cured, I went ahead and mixed up another 100 milliliters of resin. And then I'm going to be using orange alcohol ink as well as black alcohol ink. I'm using some ink by Let's Resin. It's not my favorite, so I will go ahead and link the Pinata colors, which I think just has a better overall product. But for this technique, you're just going to go ahead and lay some dots down and then pour the resin on top of that. And the resin is going to interact with the ink in this really cool way that kind of looks like blood splatter or smoke. It's really kind of spooky, wispy, and it looks really awesome. And just a little bit of ink in this project goes a long way, so you don't really have to load your coasters up with a ton of little dots. Just a little bit. The resin and then later the heat gun is really going to help kind of spread that color around. I'm just going to go in one more time with my heat gun to again pop any bubbles and also help spread out the color and kind of bloom it out. Like you can see here, you can kind of play with it a bit. It's really fun. Okay, so I went ahead and I let these guys set up overnight, and let's just take them out of their molds and see how they turned out. Ah, it's Frankenstein's monster. Next we've got the Bride of Frankenstein. And here is Jason. And then here we have Carrie. And these turned out super cool. You can really see the image on there pretty well. And the background looks really kind of spooky, blood splattery, very Halloween, very horror. I'm very happy with how these turned out. Holographic foils. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the little rubber feet on the bottom of these guys so they don't scratch up any surface that they're sitting on, and we will finish these up. Okay, and so the backs just look like that with their little rubber feet on them. Overall, I love this project. I can't wait to use some more holographic foils. I ordered a bunch and these ones are very, very cute. I've got some more that I'm excited to use and make. And I will definitely go ahead and list these on my Etsy, so if anybody's interested, I will link that down below in the description. But as for that, that is the end of this video. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you very much for sticking around. I hope that you go ahead and subscribe and maybe even hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload a new video. Let me know your thoughts on this project down below. Let me know how you think they turned out, how you think I could maybe improve on this, and let me know if you want to see this technique again. And that is it for me, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!